Hello everybody. Talking about my family history, going backwards and forwards on different parts of it. About my nan, she had two sisters, which was Louise, and she married a Mr. Linsdale, so it was Louise Lavinia Linsdale, and her other sister was called Mattie, and she had two children, George and Colin. Mattie died when they were 3 and 4 of food poisoning, and her husband was caught stealing, so he killed himself by suicide by shooting himself. My Auntie Bobby brought Colin and George up as her own children, and they used to call her Mum. But all that happened back in India before they moved to England. So I never ever met Mattie, my grandma's sister, because she died in India. Uncle George died a few years ago, and Uncle Colin is still alive and living in Germany. Uncle George had 3 children. It is Yvonne, Baby George, and Christine. Christine and Baby George both live in Germany, and Christine lives in England. Christine's got 2 children, 2 girls, and Uncle George's wife, Auntie Irene, has been in a care home for a few years now because she's got dementia, which was really, really sad, because that's kids, very young kids. We used to see a lot of George and Irene, Auntie Irene and Uncle George, go to church fetes and have parties, Christmas and birthdays and things like that. Long time ago, and don't know much about Uncle Colin because he lived in Germany, and I don't think he had any natural kids of his own. So that's a little bit about my nan's family. And my granddad's family was the third husband of Cecilia Chatterjee. She was one of the first Indian lawyers, and her husband, the third one, was my great granddad, Michael Keating, and his dad was called Christopher Keating, that was married to Cecilia Chatterjee. He died very young, and she had 3 children by him. My granddad, Michael Keating, his brother Alfie, and his sister, can't think of her name for a minute. I'll have to come back on that. and then he had a half-sister called Gertie, and I do believe that my granddad and Gertie had a child, but he was a half-sister, so that's a hard one, isn't it? But my daughter has got in touch with Gertie's other family, of her children and that, and she's talking to them. So we'll say, I'll talk a bit later. Bye.